Tom Perkins provoked a storm of controversy when the Wall Street Journal published his letter to the editor, drawing a parallel between the treatment of rich Americans today and the persecution of the Jews during the Holocaust. The iconic venture capitalist wrote, "I would call attention to the parallels of fascist Nazi Germany to its war on its 1%, namely its Jews, to the progressive war on the American 1%, namely the rich." He closed by invoking Kristallnacht, a wave of pogroms in November 1938 that destroyed Jewish homes, businesses and synagogues, killed more than 90 Jews and sent 30,000 to concentration camps. Kristallnacht was unthinkable in 1930, Perkins wrote. Is its descendant progressive radicalism unthinkable now? The condemnation on Twitter was swift and almost universal. Kleiner, Perkins, Caulfield and Byers, the Silicon Valley venture capital fund Perkins co-founded, distance itself from his remarks. Deborah Saunders works for the San Francisco Chronicle. In his letter, Perkins also lashed out at the newspaper, accusing it of demonizing the wealthy.
I don't think Tom Perkins is an anti-Semite. I just think he was insanely insensitive. He's 82 years old, and he's old enough to know exactly what the Holocaust is and old enough to know better than to make that comparison. What bothers me about this is when people throw this term out and make this Nazi analogy, it trivializes it to young people.
As pressure mounted, Perkins apologized on Bloomberg TV for his use of the term Kristallnacht.
It was a terrible word to have chosen.
But he said he was standing by his message.
When you start to use hatred against a minority, it can get out of control.
The furor comes against the backdrop of growing class tensions in San Francisco. The private shuttle buses ferrying workers to Google, Apple and other tech giants have come under attack from affordable housing activists who see them as a symbol of gentrification. The shuttles have also controversially been blocking public bus stops. Ellen Parker, a single mum and city worker, has lived in this neighborhood for 8 years. She takes the public bus to work, but says it's often quicker to walk.
We're seeing our public infrastructure be hijacked by corporate interests, and it's not fair for the people that depend on the public bus system to get to work, to get to school, to get to their job, to go pick up their kids from school. We're seeing it, not work functionally.
The city, which says the shuttles help get people out of their cars and cut pollution, has responded to complaints by levying a tax on the shuttles for using public bus stops.
What we're proposing is a way to capture and continue to capture the benefits that the shuttles provide to the transportation system, while at the same time resolving the conflicts.
But critics say the new shuttle tax is so small, it's inconsequential. The simmering class tensions in San Francisco are a sign of just how hot a political topic America's income gap has become. If the city takes too many punitive tech-focused measures, it risks driving away rich entrepreneurs like Tom Perkins. But it must also convince the 99% that their needs are not being put second. Rebecca Bowering, Jewish News 1, San Francisco.